everybody. Welcome to the PPE project. I'm Emilio.
What's up? It's your boy Toler.
I'm Aaron.
As you know, if you've been following us for the past few weeks, we start our podcast with the stand-up meeting. So I have a safety tip for this week. And I came up with this one because I've been seeing a few videos lately on Instagram of like workplace accidents involving machinery. So always make sure you're properly locking out and tagging out your equipment that you're working on and verify that it's off when you are working on it, because you don't want to have any kind of arc flashes or any equipment starting up while you're working on it. And that'll be a bad day for everybody.
1000%. Mic check.
Check.
Standard work.
Standard of work this week is to maintain professionalism. You know, we have customers that we work with that, you know, we can't stand, or they're not very intelligent. And sometimes, you know, they kind of get frustrating to work with sometimes, but you got to stay professional and be courteous to the people that you work with and for.
Not intelligent. It's crazy.
That's kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie.
They're not pleasant.
They're not pleasant to
They
work with
don't-
sometimes.
They don't show.
There's a
good,
handful that are nice, but you know, you get those few that are a thorn in your side at times. I do have a success story this week. I got my lowrider bike out of storage from my parents' house, and that's going to be my project that I'm going to be working on here in the coming days, weeks, and months. And I'll put it on the team Instagram page, you know, stuff that I'm doing with it. And it'll be fun.
But I did not expect you, of all people, to have a hood project like that.
Dude, I've had
If
that
I
low
lied.
rider bike for ages, literal decades.
Oh, God.
We bought it at a what? We bought it at a yard sale. The bike, it was a vintage Schwinn bike, and my dad wanted to work on it and turn it into a lowrider. So we bought parts for it back in the day, and we never fully sourced all the parts and everything for it. So we just kind of sat around in a box for a long time. We got the frame painted, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, pull it out. We're gonna start working on it again. Give that thing a good, nice, brand new set of everything.
Heck yeah, man! You'll have to send me some of the pictures of like the frame and stuff.
Of course.
I'll clip them up into the video.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Where I want to start?
You want to lead us off with something?
Um,
I'm carrying on with the show, man. Listeners are listening, waiting.
man, I'm still on number one. Give me a minute here.
Oh my God.
Now,
Do you want to start off high or you want to start off low?
I mean, I can jump into some of the discussion from the stuff I've like been doing with this week. I'm gonna do a lot of new animes and stuff. That's kind of what we were talking about earlier. There's some new ones that I came across. Berserker of Gluttony is a really cool one. It's got a really neat storyline. Just like the way it works, it ties in some of the 7 deadly sins of the world, and it like completes the story together with the way like it all ties it in.
Mm-hmm.
And I binged that series like no other. And then the other one was like Osan training something. It's a long name, but it was also really good. It kept me from sleeping a whole lot this week. And then started another one. As soon as I was done with those, I jumped right back into Kaiju number 8, which is always a banger. It's a solid series. And then started another one as well. So I've done a lot of anime this week and not a lot of sleep.
Bro,
Anime
I
will do that.
ask, how do you have time to sleep, man?
I don't. I kind of just sleep here and there. And then yesterday I went and played golf. I'm getting better. Still not good, but getting better. I'm definitely in the process of saving some money up so I can get some longer clubs. Because being 6'2" standard clubs just ain't really working out for me. I have to like bend a lot more, keep the knees bent more, and it's super uncomfortable.
I'm sure
So
you're straining your back.
Do they come in different sizes? I didn't know that. I thought they were all
get
just
different shaft lengths.
Okay.
And like I said, I mean these are made for an average height. You know what I mean? 5'8" to 6 foot, somewhere in there.
I think John Daly, like number one recommendation was to get like your grip fitted.
Yeah. You want a comfortable grip, and then you also want to have a correct length of shaft. You can play with shorter ones. Like I've been doing it. You're just gonna have the more comfortable you are playing, the better you're gonna play. And that goes for just about any sport. But yeah, so I'm working on that, and then I think I finally decided, not next week because I'll be out of town, but the week after that, I think I'm finally gonna start working on the body work on my C10. So.
Heck yeah. That thing's gonna be a beast.
C10. I just been playing Battlefield 6.
It's disgusting.
It's amazing, dude.
So how is it?
It's amazing.
Have you been losing sleep because of it?
Nah, it's only been out since 10. I know Ricky's been on it since 10. That man has been
He's been grinding.
good.
Nonstop.
Lord, dude. His autism's just kicking in. He's probably 10 Tylenol deep.
God dang.
Nah, but it's pretty badass. It's very cinematic. So like if you have like headphones, you hear like jets flying, explosions happening. It's all done by players. It's not computers. So it's like
Yeah,
it's pretty dope.
That's cool.
Pretty dope.
that's pretty cool.
Other than that, I'm not working on nothing myself.
There you go. That's always something.
But yeah.
We like to see it. Have you guys heard that Ja Rule wants to squash the beef with 50 Cent?
Yeah.
He was saying that after 26 years, he wants to hang it up. But 50 Cent said, and I quote, "Nah, this ain't over. Our beef lasts till death do us part. I'll be doing the crib walk on your grave."
Yeah, I saw something about that the other day. I mean, that's 50 Cent's whole thing, especially with Ja Rule. But like 50 Cent's, I think we've talked about this before. Like he's a troll before he's anything else in this world today.
Yeah.
Like that's his like favorite thing to do. I've gathered, but
His book is amazing. If y'all haven't read it, I'm trying to remember what the hell it's called. But he talks about like social media and how he took over social media, like especially being his age, where like social media wasn't a thing, and he just started posting and whatnot. So it's pretty entertaining, dude. The stuff that he posts.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking, I'm like, who's he talking shit to? Who's he talking shit about?
yeah.
Always, dude. Always at Ja Rule.
I say his post and then Tony Hawk's stuff. It's always a good time because
Really?
it's dude. Oh my god, it's like people being like, "You look like that skateboarder guy, Tony Hawk or whatever," and he's like, "Yeah, it's crazy. I get that a lot." Like he's like posted about his like interactions with people where they don't realize he is Tony Hawk. You know what I mean? And like he was like, there's one he was talking about like he was bored in a plane or whatever, and he hands the lady his paperwork and everything, and Tony Hawk, like the skateboarder. Yeah, kind of like that. You know?
You know who has a really random Instagram too is John Cena.
Really?
Yeah, he posts like random stuff, like it doesn't make any sense. And then like I think on the caption or something it says something like "open to your interpretation" or something like that.
That's
It's
hilarious.
just like crazy, like weird, like brain rot on his fucking feed. It's crazy. It's pretty funny.
Derek Lewis was the best. I don't even know what happened. I think he slowed down. He's that UFC fighter. My balls hot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He would always post like a people like dying, but his caption would always be like, "He okay, he okay." Like
That dude was crazy.
it's hilarious.
Why'd you
man.
take your shorts off? My balls was hot.
I understand. They do get hot though. Remember Aaron? Static.
Yeah, static. the semen killer. Right next to Heat. Apparently,
Yeah.
still have no Testacuzzi
No Testacuzzi.
sponsorship.
We're still waiting.
Don't worry, boys. We'll have sponsors one day.
Please give us money.
Please,
We need
free
stuff.
Free stuff.
Support our cause. We want to do good things for the world,
Cause
please.
spread the word.
Yeah, we can do it.
Interesting. Um, Speaking of mental health, real quick, just a quick low. Did y'all hear about that Kyron Lacey, that former LSU wide receiver?
Mm-mm.
So apparently he was involved in a fatal car accident December 2024. Police claim that he drove recklessly, caused a car crash that killed a man, and then apparently left the scene. January, he was arrested and charged with negligence homicide, felony hit and run, and reckless driving, but was later released on bond. 2 days before his grand jury hearing, Lacey got into an argument with a family member, fired a gun to the ground, and fled the scene. Police chased him until they found the car crashed. He was dead inside with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. It wasn't until October 2025 his attorney released a video evidence that appeared to show Lacey was not even responsible with the fatal car accident, and the footage suggested that his car was behind the accident the whole time, which would have cleared his whole name.
Dang,
That's crazy, man.
that is crazy.
That whole family member thing, apparently it was so he could obtain the car to go, commit suicide. And the
Mhm.
family members were they knew what was going on, and they tried to stop him, which led him like firing the weapon
Dang.
and like,
Caused all
showing that he was
the whole scene.
serious about it,
Dang, that's crazy.
which sucks. And apparently he was like a top prospect as far as like wide receiver. Like he was gonna be drafted in the NFL, and
Wow.
That's wild, man. Like, I don't even think I can imagine like being in that situation of like,
Mm-mm.
yo, you caused this, and like the whole world being mad at you and blaming you for it. And
Yeah.
oh, I'm sure, man. And like ESPN and all these like, broadcasters, like I'm sure they don't make the situation. They just bite down on the story
yeah,
of
Yeah.
whatever's first told and what
Mhm.
looks bad and what's gonna get reviews and reactions.
Yep.
But I don't know. It was insane. Then to kind of think about it and put myself in his shoes. Like, I don't know about the stress of getting accused of something like that, and your
No.
freedom and your life is like dependent on it.
Yeah.
that's
But yeah.
that's wild. Yeah, like I said, I don't think I could imagine being in that situation. Like that does not sound like a desirable time, to be honest.
Absolutely not.
No, not at all. So yeah, I hope the family's suing. I hope they get everything that is, coming to them as far as like, you can't bring them back. But I do hope that everyone involved in that investigation is, responsible with shit. It was just
Yeah.
sad. I just felt like we had to cover that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good topic. I know there was something else it's on our chat the other day. Was it Steph Curry's wife?
Oh, dude, I've been wanting to bring that up too.
I had seen some clips of it. I didn't really look too far into it. I kind of just seen little tidbits about it, and then I seen the one of y'all had put it in the chat, and I was like, well, I guess we're gonna talk about this during the podcast.
This is why I want like a woman involved in the podcast, so we could ask them questions as far as like their perspective, because it's her essentially like saying that she wished she was in the spotlight more than Curry, and that she just assumed that he was going to be the high school coach, and she was going to be the star of the show of the relationship. But it turns out that this guy's like the greatest 3-point shooter of all time, and she doesn't get any attention and whatnot. So it's like, I don't know, man.
Well, what does his wife do? I don't know anything about her.
Housewife. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. She's just been going on like podcasts and just getting interviewed for. I have no idea. I could be
being his
wrong.
wife?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I fucking guess. To me, it's a whole nother like I don't want to compare it, but like the Will Smith situation where she's just stirring up the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Not
don't know.
really
I think Will
assisting the
Smith's situation is a little bit more drama.
Well, granted, Will, I don't know. There's like alleged open relationship, scandals and whatnot. So like, I don't know. Apparently, Curry's like the perfect husband, the perfect, father. Like, there's no
Everything about
like,
him is
fault
amazing.
about him. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's just she's mad that he has the attention. Is what's being put out there.
That's what it sounds like, and she doesn't get any like, she doesn't get catcalled or nothing like that. So it's like,
No, you don't. Like that's not how that works. You know what I mean? Like,
can't win, man. You can't win. Can't win. What would you do if y'all's like significant other was doing some stuff like that?
Like talking how she was.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That'd be hard because I mean, you definitely would want to have a conversation about it, but you know, it's what are you gonna do? You're gonna go up to her and be like, "Yeah, it sucks for you." Like, I'm gonna
Hey,
I'm gonna
stop
keep doing this
talking
or
down in
whatever.
our marriage on
Yeah.
it. But like,
no.
but you don't invite people outside in y'all's inside deals. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Like,
Our
that's your woman. She's
Mhm.
supposed to, you know,
Yeah.
present you as like the greatest thing of all time.
So for my relationship, right? As far as the, you know, like if we blow up and then she ends up on an interview and she has the same statement to make, right? Oh, I always thought I'd be the one. You know, I thought he was just gonna be the high school coach or the high school shop teacher or whatever. As soon as I saw it, I'd go home like, okay, well, we need to either figure this out or you can just go. Like, go live your dream.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to stop you from living your dream. I'm not going to prevent you from doing what you want to do. And that is one thing that like I've established with my girls. Like, do what you want to do. Like, go live your life. Be happy. Right. She's like, well, I'm happy with you. Okay. Well, this is what we're doing then. You know what I mean? And like, I've told her time and time again, and it still comes up as a pretty regular thing. Like, is there anything you want different? Right. Like when we do like our anniversary dinners and stuff, that's like one of the things we talk about is like what would we like to see, you know, from each other going forward, some changes that we'd like to see at home, things like that.
It's a healthy conversation.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
There's definitely a conversation that needs to be had with you and your partner for things like that. Especially, you know, like if you've been together for like a long time, it might be easier to have that conversation
Yeah.
versus being together for like a year or something, you know? But
So I go the other way with that, and that's crazy. It's like it's something my mom explained to me when I was still a teenager, because like when I was young and I was, you know, I want to make this girl happy and da 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 da, and through time I realized like I was draining myself doing things I didn't want to do or be a part of to make the girl happy. You know, you kind of get to a point where you're like, you know, this isn't really what I want to be. I don't want to be in a relationship with this girl. Like, she likes a lot of stuff I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, she's always wanting me to go do her thing. She never wants to be a part of my thing. And that creates a bit of a toxicity in a relationship. I think it's better to like be in front of everything from the start. Not like,
oh, for sure.
don't the first night you meet a person, give your whole life story and, you know, this is what I expect in my future. And 20 years from now, we're going to have 7 kids and we're going to have this and we're going to have that. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
you know, have an understanding of one another. Like, hey, just a heads up. These are things that I know are like red flags of mine, right? Like when you start dating someone.
Yeah.
Like I know that I'm bad about this. I know that I'm bad about that. Just a heads up. If I start doing this, let me know. Like say something. I try not to, but I don't realize I do it.
Yeah. Communication and setting boundaries early on saves a lot of headache down the road. Like me and my girl, we definitely like we've been together for like a little over 10 years. So like we've definitely had our share of miscommunications, arguments and stuff like that. We've almost gotten like broke up like at least a couple of times for sure. Like but you know, back in those days we didn't really communicate as well as we could have with each other, and that's what led to arguments and disagreements and stuff like that. But closer to these days, further into the relationship, we kind of like figured it out, talked things through, and set our boundaries. You know, like
Yeah.
we have clear conversations of what we do, what we don't want, and that's pretty important to have those kind of conversations with your significant other. I believe, you know, especially if you want to try to like work through things, stuff like that.
Do you guys have like a threshold that's like unspoken where it's like, okay, there's like walking away from this is not an option? And is it, if there is a threshold, like, is it like is it marriage? Is it like something clear cut like that, or is it just like a feeling that you guys have when you guys are in a relationship?
I would say it's more like a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so I have a much higher threshold for pretty much everything
Yeah.
compared to my partner. But, I also am like, what's the word? Like oblivious to some things. So
Mhm.
like sometimes I would see something that doesn't seem like a big deal, but
Oh
to
shit.
her, it is.
Yeah.
And it's not something that I do on purpose, but like I accidentally like blow something off or I joke about something when I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And then that's what turns into a whole thing,
Yeah.
I know
So
this guy just fucking
so, it's just try to be conscientious,
conscious.
conscious
Conscious.
about
No,
what you say,
yeah.
or what you
Yeah.
do with your partner, especially if it involves how it makes them feel or how it makes um how you appear to them,
Mhm.
So yeah, it's really tricky, if you don't have those conversations or if you don't really think about what you're saying or doing.
Yeah.
You just kind of just spur the moment, like, oh, whatever, and then you're like, oh, he doesn't give a shit about how I feel or anything. I'm like, no, that's not how I feel. I just my bad.
Well, so for me, that's one of the situations where like back to communication is key there. Like I wasn't trying to laugh at you. You know what you were getting at there. I was laughing because like I was like I'm really bad about like at the worst possible time making a joke, right?
Yeah.
Saying something stupid. Uh, my girl was just telling me yesterday, like she's been having some health stuff going on. And she's gonna go get checked out and this, that, and the other. And they're saying it might be this, it might be that. She's gonna have to like limit her diet more.
Mm-hmm.
And she's telling me that she's not allowed to have certain foods. And these certain foods are, and it's kind of like the lavender conversation we had a while back.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost a deal breaker, right? Because I
Oh,
love
no.
lavender.
Oh, no.
But like, I was like, you know what? I'll stick it out. Like, we're fine, right? Like
Lavender's a deal breaker for you, or what?
It's not. It almost was. I considered
This man
it.
loves his lavender.
I do. But yeah, she's like deathly allergic to lavender, right? But then, so she's telling me all these dietary changes she may have to consider doing, and part of the like changes that she has to make is like she's not allowed to have peanuts.
Ooh,
And
man.
it doesn't affect me because like I still get to eat peanuts, right? But just as she's telling me all this, she's like going through the explanation of this, that, and the other. Well, guess we're just gonna have to carry you out to the pasture and put you down.
Oh, man.
She was like, shut the fuck up, right? I was like, you're gonna tell little man when he gets home, you want to live with somebody else, and she was like, I'm gonna cry, and I was like, oh shit. But like, as far as like the communication thing goes, like that's one of the things that we discussed when we first started dating, like even before we were actually together.
Yeah.
Was like my way of coping with things, my way of dealing with things is making jokes.
Mhm.
That's how I deal with pretty much everything.
Yeah,
you know,
but
and-
like, it's not how your woman probably deals with things.
No,
either,
it's
though.
it's
You know
not.
what I mean?
It's
Like,
not.
Exactly. That's
but
the
like,
whole thing. Like,
But like that's the thing is like that's where that communication factor comes in, right?
Yeah.
She knows that I'm doing it because it's my way of like dealing with the situation myself,
Mhm.
right? I'm listening, and that's a huge factor that a lot of people do miss on. They're like they only catch tidbits of it because they're like, this ain't me. Why do I care, right? It's
Yeah.
not so much that. It's just like this isn't my health complication. I don't have to change my diet for this. Why am I going to sit here and listen to all this? I listen to everything she said.
I mean, it depends
But
because like, how bad's her allergy? Like, can she smell it? Because some people can't even.
Oh, like no, like there's no lavender in my house.
Well, I mean, like
for the food thing.
peanuts.
No, so that's like I said, it's more of a dietary thing for like other things. It's not like an allergy thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just some of the potential medical complications that she may have. She has to like be careful of what she eats. There's certain foods that she can't have because it won't digest well, things like that.
So like, okay, it doesn't affect you; it affects her. But you don't think like having the same diet as her would motivate her to stick into?
No, I mean yes, right, it does. But like that's one of those things, right? Like
Yeah.
there's certain things that I do, but I also I don't mind going out of my way to do something specifically for her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's been on she started seeing a nutritionalist a while back. She's been on a better diet as a whole. And she's like, hey, these are some recipes I wanted to try. Okay, bring them to me. I'll make them. She's like, well, do you want to try it? No, I don't want to eat tuna. But like,
Bro, like
What a husband.
we're so bad at like sharing recipes and shit. and then we never make them. Like, oh, these look good. We should make them. Yeah, totally for sure. And then like,
Oh, dude, that's
we
like
never
that's
do
like the
it.
biggest lie you guys tell each other. We should try this. Especially when we have like a saved folder of like reels or TikToks that
That's what
you're
it
never
is.
gonna
Like we always
fucking
send
use.
each other stuff like that. We're like, ooh, this would be good. We should make. I'm like, I think the last one was some sort of pot pie. I was like, we should make that for Thanksgiving. So like,
Wow.
we'll see if we do it.
See, I've been experimenting. I've actually been doing it. I'm actually thinking about getting like a cookbook.
In the
buying
kitchen?
a cookbook.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
That dude that I follow, he makes like a cookbook that has like, calorie count, low
Oh,
calories,
yeah.
high protein, and then
Mhm.
like making 30 minutes type shit.
So are
I
you
thought
doing
about
that for meal preps, or are you just at home?
I would like to, yeah, because I think my biggest fault is like my diet outside of work,
Mhm.
especially because I have like the baby and whatnot. So it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to cook or like meal prep or like it's a task to
Yeah.
like see what the hell I need, what I have, and then put it in the HEB order and
Yeah.
make sure I get it. So
That's
like,
why. That's my thing too. Is like during the work week, I'll eat
perfect.
perfect, and then as soon as the weekend comes, and I don't feel like there's some dirty dishes or whatever, I'm like, oh well, there's dirty pans. I don't want to.
See, either that
Wash
or
and
like or
cook
just meal prep
something.
for like 7 days, which I've thought
Yeah.
about doing,
Yeah.
like just meal prepping for 7 days. It's just like it's.
So
I don't
gonna
do more than like
suck.
for 4 days for
Really?
meal
See,
prep because it doesn't last. Like,
I stick to 4 days, and then the other thing I run into is like you're either meal prepping different things to last you through all 7 days, or even the 4 days, right? Like if you're doing the breakfast, lunch, and dinner meal prep, you're cooking that much more food,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So normally when I meal prep, like what I bring to work with me on Sunday, I bring to work with me every day of the week, and it's the same thing for lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
mhm.
I usually don't eat breakfast, but if I do, it's like something quick. Like my breakfast is my first lunch.
Mhm.
But like on the weekends, like tonight I cooked because I have to work tomorrow. But like on the weekends, I usually just kind of eat whatever, and then, but I don't eat a lot. Like I might
Aaron,
eat.
how do I take care of this tabletop stomach? Well,
I
No, tell
might
them your
eat-
plan.
well,
I don't remember what the
Your
plan was.
chest.
cocaine.
Oh, I made that too. No, I made the decision the other day, conscious decision there. We were talking about it, and I was like, I know what I'm gonna do. And he was like, What do you mean? I was like, I'm gonna get rid of my tabletop. How? I'm just gonna hide it by having a bigger chest.
Yeah, that's a typical shit that like women are like, well, I'm not fat unless it passes my boobies.
Exactly. That's fair game. As long as the tits touch the wall first.
So they start. That's where they start doing the high waist, the high waist.
Mhm.
That's great.
Damn it.
No judgment, but I see it. I see you. I see what you're doing. Whatnot.
I
Just
sense a little bit.
just to
of judgment.
give Aisha Curry a little bit of bail, it does kind of suck living in the shadow of like someone else that you can't like outrun. Especially like I understand how certain actors can't run away from like certain roles. Like the Harry
Yeah.
Potter dude, he's always gonna be Harry Potter.
Well, I don't know,
Well,
man. Like,
He's
Yep.
going to be remembered as Harry Potter, but he's done some off the wall. Like Guns Akimbo was crazy.
See, have y'all heard of Guns? I haven't either.
I've heard of. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
The only movie that I've heard. Look, see, the only movie I've knows that he was in was Woman in Black.
Oh, that scary movie?
Yeah, see, exactly. But that's my point. Like, that's all he's known for. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know.
Tobey Maguire did fire movies, but like he's always gonna be Spider-Man. Like no matter what he does.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else.
Well, when you started this, I thought you were going more for like they're going to be known for that role in a movie.
Well, that's what I'm
Like
saying.
not
that
like
character.
Harry Potter, not like the character, but like the role they play. Like what's that dude?
Dude played a
The
dude
small Seth
disguised.
Rogen, Jonah Hill. That was like a big thing for him. Was like he was always the funny fat friend.
Yeah.
And he made it a point across. Like he quit taking movie roles because he was like, I don't want to do that anymore. Like I want to be a serious actor. Like I want to do not serious actor, but like he's like I want to do other things.
Well, yeah, that's what Batista did.
Yeah.
He slimmed down.
Well,
Slimmed down.
yeah,
The Rock.
yeah. Because I mean, like Batista was a good example. The Rock is too.
I
Like-
just think The Rock couldn't keep up no more. I think he just hit that wall.
Could be.
Maybe.
Dude, to be that big at that age. He's like what, 50 something? Alfredo?
Oh my god.
Fantastic. Anyway, yeah. No, like I said, I mean that's That's the thing. But no, like I said, I mean, I get it. Like, as far as the Aisha Curry thing, like, I get it. Like, you have hopes and aspirations in life, and that's one of the things. Is like sometimes things change in life, and there's nothing you can like do to prep for that or plan for that.
See,
But at the same
I think
time,
she could have worded it better rather than dragging that man's name down, or
No, absolutely.
or
Yeah.
sound like she's throwing her marriage into the fire, because that's what it sounds like.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
and that's my thing
And-
is like, how are you gonna sit here and be like, he's so perfect with this. Literally everything a man needs to be perfect for in a relationship.
do you know if she grew up like not rich, or has her family always been money?
That's extensive
Because
research that I just
in-
didn't do.
Personally, we didn't grow up super rich or whatever, So like if I was in that situation, I'd be living my best life. Wouldn't care if I was in the shadow or not. I'd be taking vacations all the time.
See, but I don't know. That goes to like my theory of like, I don't know, the most down to earth people are the people that went through like the most shit.
Sometimes.
Well, most of
For
the
the
time.
most
But
part.
like most of the time, you meet people that are pieces of shit. It's both their parents are involved. They lived in a mansion.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, hold on.
The
Don't get me wrong. I'm not
lawyers
saying
making
that's
six
not,
figures.
Yeah,
They
I
had their
know.
first cars, a Corvette. Like,
No, I mean, like again, as far as the Aisha Curry thing, like I would fully back the idea of like if she was like, well, I always wanted to be this, and I didn't get to do that because I had to be at home with the kids. Okay, I understand, but like you need to
I don't think it
understand-
should be in a podcast either, though.
No, it shouldn't be in a podcast, but.
No.
That's like one of the things me and my girl have talked about is like she works in the medical field. She wants she's bounced her ideas around a couple of times. I know at one point in time she was wanting to do radiology and she considered like registered nurse and all the other things. And I told her, I was like, well, just go to school, and when you get to the point where you're making money, because I mean she works right now, but she's not making like bankroll by any means. I was like, once you become the breadwinner, then I can go fuck off for a few years and get a degree in something. You know what I mean? Like, not like fuck off, but like I can backpedal on like having to work overtime all the time or like having to find side business to do or side work to do.
Mhm.
I was like, you can go make the money and I get to be, at home, like helping do whatever while I'm also trying to do school stuff.
Bro, podcast
So-
full time?
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Just be on the mic 24/7.
Hell yeah, dude.
But
I don't think it'll last. Just because
What?
you get
I'd
canceled.
I'd get canceled so fast.
Canceled.
No, dude, we
Immediately.
can edit it. It's fine. It's cool.
This guy.
But yeah, no, like I said, I mean that is one of those things like you were saying, right? Like don't air out such personal direct stuff on the podcast like that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm shooting at everybody.
Fucking guy.
I will. Keep talking shit.
But
Keep calling me a simp.
I will.
The day I come in a Punisher shirt, just know it's fucking lit. Just know I'm name dropping. I'm
Jesus,
shooting at
bro.
everybody.
This
Jeez.
guy.
Just like Cat Williams. I've sitting here for 30 years, collected information.
God dang.
I'll let this shit air out. Just be another Shannon Sharp.
Dude, Cat Williams is crazy too.
He's my favorite, bro. He's-
Him and then what was that dude's Orlando Brown?
Yeah.
Orlando Brown, he sounds familiar.
He was on That's Alright. He's Blanket.
Oh, yeah, bro. No.
He disappeared for years and years
No,
and years.
he lost his shit. He lost.
I know.
He lost
Oh, I
his
know,
damn
but, like,
mind.
Have you seen the clip? I know we watched it a while back, but he goes off on this real long like rant real fast, and then the dude's like, all right, get him off stage or whatever, and he goes like, they go to like move him off, and he like starts like throating the mic.
Oh yeah. dude.
Wild.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, man. I don't get it. Take care of your mental health.
Yep.
A lot of people give Kanye shit, and I will give Kanye some bail. As a father, you know, having your other person take away your kid, like I cannot imagine. I'd probably crash out like him.
Yeah.
1000%.
I mean, I can get behind an understanding of just about everything he does, except for like some of the clothing choices.
Oh no, all the Nazi shit. Fuck no.
Yeah. Yeah. That
No,
stuff's gotta
his
go.
music stuff and like some of the things like he's done like personally. Okay,
I just don't think he was the same ever since his mom passed away,
yeah.
which is sad. I don't know if y'all seen the documentary of
I haven't watched it, but I know what happened.
it's pretty dope. Like when he hangs out with his mom's just like, you know, cheering him on. He was the biggest fan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was sweet. But yeah. Anyways, next topic. Y'all done? In closing statements, Aisha Curry, I'm leaving her. If I'm Steph. If I'm Will, I'm leaving. I'm leaving Jada too.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
I mean, like, but at the same time, I feel like Will deserved it more than anything, dude. Oh my
I
god!
don't know, man. He's
Ever since that slap, dude, I'm not a fan. I don't like Will.
yeah.
I can't watch his movies the same. Nothing's the same, man.
Yep.
I mean, I was never a huge Will Smith fan by any means anyway. Like,
But he was making bangers though. iRobot, Bad Boys,
Big Willie style.
Big Willie style.
You never heard that album?
No.
no,
No,
I don't listen to his music.
hell
I don't
no.
listen to his music.
Hell no.
I did like-
dude.
I
Bro,
like Bad Boys.
I had that CD growing up.
More so, I liked Bad Boys because of Martin
Good
Lawrence. I'm a huge
lord.
Martin Lawrence fan. And then iRobot was good.
Yeah, I like that one.
And then Men in Black. Those movies were good.
Yeah.
But like, I don't mean Fresh Prince was a good show, but as far as like some of his other movies and stuff, it was kind of just, it was a big movie because his name was in it. To me, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he's a big star.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the movies he was putting out weren't good movies. They were just big movies because he was in them.
You didn't like Hancock?
You didn't like
I did like
iRobot?
Hancock. I never said I didn't like iRobot.
That's what I'm saying. It's a
Um,
good movie.
Yeah, but when you're talking a man that's had a movie career for 20 years and we literally just listed 4 movies.
I'm listening off the top of my head. Trying to think. Help me out, chat. I know chat's losing their fucking mind.
Oh, they
I'm
probably
sorry.
are. No, like I said,
I mean, yeah, there's better movie stars and there's better movies, but what I'm saying is like Will Smith is a household name. It was just sad to hear like all the bullshit happen and like him spiraling. I just
Yeah.
didn't like it at all.
No,
Hey, Denzel's better.
it's hard to watch.
Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington.
I didn't hear what you said. I just heard Denzel.
He's
Yeah.
better.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely.
yes.
Y'all looked at me crazy. I'm
Well,
like,
you
oh
you
my
said-
god, wait a minute.
I only heard the name,
We
so
were
I was
talking,
like, what?
and I just heard. Well, there's Denzel.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
I was
Freeman.
like,
Oh.
so you're just naming African
Minorities.
American actors now? Like, is that what we're doing? Like, no, honestly, yeah, no, he's to me, he's not up there with like the greats. Like, I've definitely seen some good movies with him, but like, I would say, in my opinion, Idris Elba is a way better actor.
Oh, I mean, I can give you a list of way better actors. It's just, I don't know. Idris is like a different time. It's kind of like the whole Kanye West and Drake thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kanye West would smoke Drake out of his boots. But a lot of people won't agree because they're
I
kids.
don't like Drake, so I'm.
And, oh,
I don't like Drake
I
at all.
don't know. We'll have this conversation some other day.
Uh,
I think Kanye would smoke a lot of people out their boots. I think it's better than Tyler, the creator. I think it's better than. I don't even know who y'all think is great.
I don't know. I mean, I like a little bit of everything. So.
No, hombre.
Uh,
Anyways,
No, I mean, like I said, I mean, I was never a huge Kanye fan by any means. Like, I know, like, there's a reality of, like, I know that he's good at what he does. It's just not my style.
Mm-hmm.
But
anyways, y'all got any more topics?
No, I don't got anything.
we can get into the discussion that I was having with Cousin Milky yesterday. He asked if we would bring it up on the podcast.
Oh
I was like, I'll
God,
bring it up.
podcast or Patreon?
We said podcast. It was this, since
All
we're
right.
already on the topic of music, the discussion of like the variation between like auto-tune and like audio enhancements that are done like post-recording and things like that. We got into a huge debate about this last night. Like, it's pretty heated.
So what's the argument?
I mean, it started off with he was saying auto-tune sucks and that he'd rather just hear them actually singing. And I'm like, okay, well, literally anything you're listening to nowadays,
It's
like
enhanced.
on Spotify, things like that, it's enhanced. And I explained to him the problem, from what I've gathered, the problem with auto-tune is people that are bad at singing use auto-tune to make themselves good. And that's 90% of who uses auto-tune. But then there's that 10% who use auto-tune to enhance what is already good.
How much autotune is he talking about? Like noticeable autotune? or
Well,
like
like
T-Pain.
Well,
or like 10% auto tune or 90% auto
we
tune.
got to talking about
Because even T-Pain's like a good singer.
Oh,
That's
without
the thing.
auto-tune.
That's he
Beautiful
uses
voice.
it, and he has an amazing voice.
he has. But that's the thing. That's where I was explaining. Like that was the kind of what like led into that argument was having a beautiful singing voice and using auto tune. You are enhancing something that is already good. You're not taking something that is bad and making it acceptable. And it ended up being the whole conversation that started it was we were talking about a Billie Eilish song, Ocean Eyes. Ocean Eyes is a beautiful song.
I don't listen enough. Billie Eilish.
That's like the only one I know.
That song.
It's a good song. I like it too.
I think there's one other one I know. Anyway, but we got to talking about it because he was like, "There's too much auto tune in that." We started this argument. We argued for like an hour and a half, debated for an hour and a half, just for me to look it up and find out there was no auto tune in it. Her brother recorded it. After he recorded it, he just made slight adjustments on like some of the levels.
I mean, some artists, what they do is they layer
Mm-hmm.
to kind of give like an auto tune sound and like a symphonic sound.
Like more depth.
Well, so and that was one of the things he brought up. He was like instead of using, because I was explaining the Prismizer. I don't know if y'all know what the Prismizer is. Bon Iver and somebody Justin Brennan, I think, which is the singer of Bon Iver. They have the Prismizer, which takes your voice and spreads it across 8 octaves. Really neat design, really cool. I love how it works. But Milky was like, instead of that, I'd rather see like them have different people up there that can hit all those different octaves and they're all singing at the same time. I'm like, okay, so you're not gonna get like the same like perfect sound though. Not through a whole song. Like you're gonna hit some notes that are perfectly synced, but
See, but my beef is like it sounding too perfect.
Yeah.
Like if you listen, like Tory Lanez did a 70s/80s album, and it sounds genuine because it sounds so imperfect. And The Weeknd did the same thing, but the drums are clean, perfect, on time. The bass, everything is just it's too clean. Like like you know what vibe he's going for, but it just doesn't sound authentic. But Alone at Prom by Tory Lanez, like my dad was into it and he was like, "Oh shit, like this is dope. Like this sounds like this band. This sounds like this sample." Like he was naming it and it just sounded amazing. And the same thing as far as like singing, like I don't know, I think it's just like a preference. Maybe he just doesn't like Billie Eilish or like what she's doing and how she does it. Like I think it's like an artist by artist thing. Cause it just sounds like he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. With all due respect, it doesn't, because there's so many presets outside of autotune that you can manipulate your voice and so many ways to do it. You could play your voice reversed, low pitch, high pitch, autotune. You can figure out how big you want the room to sound, how small you want the room to sound. You know how we're sounding like, we're getting a bunch of feedback. What was it? I forgot the name of the term. Where it sounded like you're singing in a shower. Reverb.
Yes.
Like you could manipulate all that sound.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think his beef is necessarily like it might be against autotune, but it might be more so because like he doesn't like T-Pain or what?
I was the one that brought T-Pain up into the
Did he like T-Pain?
There was a whole other fucking thing. But no, it's
I hate that he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah, he wanted me to bring this up.
But still,
so I will get into like the next portion of that debate we were having was like he even said he was like I acknowledge the fact that everybody enhances their voice using like modern technology, and I was like, yeah, that's literally how modern technology works. Like it creates advancements. I was like, in the '60s they didn't have all the shit that we have now. I was like able to like correct the reverb, change the way the room sounds, all this other stuff.
Yeah, it was a fucking cassette, and you had to flip it, and
that was what I was like. That was what we got into, and he even brought up like one of his favorite bands, not his favorite. His favorite's Blink-182, but one of his favorite bands, Falling Universe, Ronnie Radke. He was telling me that like there's been shows where like I guess Ronnie Radke like came out, his computer wasn't working or whatever, and he was like, yeah, sorry, we have to cancel the show.
Oh no!
And that was like that's where his big beef is at. He's like, if you're not good at it, like his get at was like, if you're not good enough to do it without the enhancements, you're not good.
I mean,
And I'm like, well,
You could probably do it, but it's not gonna
not
sound
gonna
how
sound the
you
same.
want it. Like if you're going to a T-Pain concert
was
and
the
he doesn't
argument.
have auto-tune, it's
that
like
was the argument I made to him. So if you watch the video of like T-Pain doing his like mashup of songs like live, it sounds beautiful with just his singing voice, but it's also done with like live instruments, not with like the beat going on in the background and all the other
Like
shit,
all the
right?
the fillers
Yeah.
and stuff.
Like you're singing over like that, it's not gonna sound right.
see, to me, my rule is like if you can't rap or sing in front of like with a live band or any live music, then you're not good. Like if a DJ is playing his own shit or
Mhm.
like rap, like if they have the background vocals playing in the background,
Mhm.
it's whack. Especially if you're out there to perform and rap the whole fucking song. I don't want to hear your voice when you're not fucking rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I should just hear the beat, the track.
Mm-hmm.
Like I understand those rules, but as far as like auto tune, it's like, oh no, you can't sing like that. Then
Yeah.
then fuck off.
Now, like I said, it was a heated thing.
But T-Pain, what was his argument with T-Pain though? Does he like T-Pain? That's like the caveat.
He didn't have an opinion of T-Pain, and that's what worries me. Because like,
Nah, because if he
who
fucks
doesn't?
with T-Pain, then
'Cause, like-
his whole argument is just
well, no, I don't
dead.
I don't even know that he knows who T-Pain is.
What?
That's what messes with me. Like, no,
Hey,
Milky don't. I'm telling you,
you
Milky
couldn't
don't.
go outside without hearing T-Pain.
I'm telling you, man, Milky don't. He don't mess with nothing like that. You don't know T-Pain?
Baby girl, what? Yeah, you do. I know your Mexican ass was dancing over there
Hey,
Oh, there you go.
in the cuaches.
I'm gonna go on the record.
I don't know, man.
Said Milky likes Avenged Sevenfold. Just to be clear.
oh my God,
Does he really?
dude. No,
He doesn't like Avenged
he
Sevenfold?
hates
No.
Avenged Sevenfold.
Why?
Hates him.
Why?
They use autotune.
It's not because they use autotune. No, he hates Avenged Sevenfold. He's never really given me a
Then
solid answer.
so he's never gonna like any band today because every band today like uses new technology.
he listens to
Like,
listens
it's-
to a little bit of everything, right? But the thing is like he wants that like real sound, and I'm like, okay, well, if I can build the time machine and go back to the 50s, like, I was like, it's gonna
Well, that's what
sound
I'm
different,
saying-
like
that's
how
what
it's
I'm
done,
saying.
right? Like I mean, I have a record player in my house, like, and there's certain things like even like with stuff that's releasing now, it sounds different on a record player than it does like on like Spotify.
Oh,
right.
dude. I mean, okay, to be extra nerdy, like what they recorded versus what you hear on Spotify is different.
Yeah.
Because
You have to change the settings. To,
well, because the transfer of files, like it
Yeah.
gets weird,
Yeah.
all the way down to like what you're listening to. If you're listening to it in the truck, your phone,
earbuds.
the headphones, yeah, the over ear, under ear, like that was a whole big thing as far as like Dr. Dre making Beats by Dre because he wanted to give you the best quality of sound,
Mm-hmm.
and even like through streaming platforms, like it still doesn't sound the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
like I
like,
said, that's my thing is, as far as like that whole situation that went on was like, dude, you're not gonna find that. Like, it's gonna sound different regardless.
so unless he's like in the studio listening to it live,
Yeah.
and even at that,
no, he listens
without
to music,
presets
but
and
like
shit.
that was the thing. It was he was like, this is what I want. Okay, well, you're not gonna get that, but I wish I could. Okay, well, you're still not gonna. Like,
I think-
wish,
I just
you
think-
can wish all day long.
I don't know. I think it's like a preference, like artist by artist thing.
Yeah.
He just might not like Billie Eilish, man. That's cool.
he had no opinion specific to Billie Eilish.
Well, I don't know then.
It was literally as
like-
soon as it came up, he was
Like I
like
fuck with,
auto-tune.
like I fuck with Post Malone. I just didn't like when he did the of every fucking song. He did the Indian fucking throat rumble,
Mm.
whatever the hell that is.
Mm.
You know which one I'm talking about.
I'm gonna have to hear it to like acknowledge this.
This was before the country bandwagon before he hopped on that country shit. This was like before. Every song was whoa, whoa. Like it's in every
Wait, hold on.
song.
Wait, hold on. You just opened a whole separate door.
Oh God.
You know he played like at country bars and shit before he became a rapper.
Oh, I'm sure. But what
Like-
I'm saying is like he used what I'm saying is that he used rap to project himself back into country.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of artists has done that. They use like rap to slingshot them into like a different genre,
Yeah.
which is like it's cool.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, what happens when you try and jump straight into country music? Look at Lil Nas, dude.
what do you mean?
His like first big song was the whatever the one was with
The
Billy Ray
horses
Cyrus.
in the
Yeah.
back.
And like it was up for an award or something for like country music, and the whole world was like, "This isn't a country song."
He should have won. I mean,
yeah, no,
he fucking
I
he
wanna-
followed the rules and everything. They're just being racist. They
I
didn't
sh- I
want. They
should've
didn't want the
started-
black dude to
I should
fucking
have started
win it.
with I love Lil Nas, but I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that he's black. I think it's the other music he was putting out at the same time was kind of an issue.
No, it's because he's black.
Dog,
Do you go to country awards? Really? Did what's his name?
One of
Shabuzi?
the-
Has Shabuzi won a country award?
I think he's up for an award this year.
Finally, after how many years? He's been out
He-
for how many? For how long?
His like first big song was like last year.
No, it was. With who?
Like his song.
Bro, he produced. You know, you might not like it, but he produced Beyonce's, who's like the Grammy goddess of this fucking world. But he produced Beyonce's whole entire album, and then before that, he had bangers before this. Not ringing any bells. Okay.
No.
Anyways,
Anyway,
my point, I think it's a race thing. I think it's a clear cut race thing, and I think that's why he had what's his name, Billy Ray Cyrus hop on it. Like, all right, like I'll play y'all's fucking game, you know, which is gangster as hell to
Yeah.
do.
no, I will say that I do acknowledge the fact that there was probably a bit of a racial bias there.
Like Tyler, dude. Tyler didn't like being categorized as a rapper.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm an artist. Why you gotta like put me in
Yeah.
that genre? And like it's always with like hip hop artists that, you know, struggle with that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I think it's a race thing. Urban music.
I don't. But see, that's the thing is like I don't think it could be a race thing just based on specifically on the fact that like Darius Rucker is one of the biggest names in country music in the last like 20 years.
I have no idea who that is.
You don't know who Darius Rucker is? Do you know who Hootie and the Blowfish is?
I've heard of him. I don't know
That's
any
Darius
songs.
Rucker.
Oh.
Well, when Hootie was good, they weren't good, and then Darius Rucker joined them, and then they were real good, and then he left, and then they kind of disappeared again. But
This guy.
yeah, Darius Rucker was like still is like he actually. You've definitely heard him because he's on one of the songs on the new Big X album.
Probably.
But yeah, he was one of the big names. And then, not saying that like African Americans are like a big thing in country music because like it just isn't super common. But like, I don't think the Lil Nas thing was specifically because he's a black dude. Like, I think it's the other things he was doing at the same time.
Oh, he was gay.
That probably
I'm
is
just
right.
fucking-
No, that
I'm just
probably
fucking-
that 100%.
Yeah.
That might be what was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even come out that time though.
Did he not?
No, it came out probably like a year after, 2 years
Okay.
after, maybe.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think he should have won.
No,
Like,
I
maybe
agree.
Like song of the year or country song of the year, something.
Like I said, I've always
Who
liked Lil Nas.
knows?
It is weird seeing, back to the before the Lil Nas thing came up. It is weird seeing like some of the artists like doing their country change up, like listening to like Jelly Roll. I
Mhm.
love Jelly Roll. I've always been a fan of Jelly Roll. But I also listened to Jelly Roll before his country stuff. So like hearing him do country, I was like, what is this? You know what I mean? And like he's super popular now, but it's really weird that my mom's talking to me about like Jelly Roll is an artist, and I'm like, I remember listening to him singing about or rapping about doing pills and stuff, and I'm like, this is not the same Jelly, He's still good.
It's not the same jelly.
He's still good, but like it's just different,
It's jam.
I will say he's probably one of my favorite people to see do the genre swap,
Mhm.
just because where it is a completely different style, it's still good, and that's like not like there's a couple of good ones. Like he's put out a few like solid songs in the last few years, so
All right.
Speaking of music, dude, that concert was fucking lit.
Which concert did you go to? Tell our audience.
To the concert, man. Lorna Shore.
Lorna Shore.
It was amazing.
I'm
I didn't know what to
still mad.
expect because I don't listen to that type of music, but I was amazed. I wish it was longer. It was shorter than what I thought it was going to be, but it was pretty dope.
How many bands were before them?
I want to say 2 or 3. The first band was Peeling Flesh. Was probably like my favorite as far as like openers. Um, Again, it was super dope going with my dad because he was like explaining everything, and he was kind of like depending on who he wanted to see, that's where that direction that he went. So like he wanted to see the guitarist there, Soto.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the right side,
Okay,
and then he was
you're like navigating the crowd.
yeah, dude, and he's just like it's kind of like a tourist. Like he's like, all right, this is the guy. He does this and that. Like Soto was like the DJ. He was like the brain of Peeling Flesh.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you know who Peeling Flesh is, but they're kind of like the way my dad described it. They're slam metal.
Okay.
And like I asked him, sort of like slam poetry, like they're just, you know, like just the way they present the music and like the art.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, pretty much. And what these guys did is like they would, you know, go super hard and then they'll play like a snippet of like a Lil Uzi song or a snippet of like a rap song or like a video. Like they had Jet 2 Holidays playing in between.
Oh, man.
Dude, which was like which would keep like the crowd engaged and like hyped.
Yeah.
And it was all being played by
stem sounds.
yeah, dude. And it was all being played by Soto,
Okay.
which like they call as like the DJ.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And because he had like a little MIDI board, kind of like this.
Oh, like
And-
Linkin Park.
I guess yeah, basically like that. I don't even fucking know. I just said yeah.
No, that was like it was like a big thing with like even in their music videos and stuff. They'd show the guy like with the soundboard doing the drums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like you're watching this music video and they're screaming and like there's like the guitars going, like all this crazy stuff going on in the music video, and then it's homeboy just headbanging and tapping the drum pad. Like that always fucked me up. I was like, "There's no way they did that."
Yeah.
Like, but
that's
it's
what drummers do. But he was playing guitar, and I noticed
Yeah.
that there wasn't even a bass player. And my dad was like, "No, it's because like he has a switch where like he would hit the button and his guitar would sound like a bass player,
Yeah,
and he would start playing, and then the other guitarist would just pick up whatever slack or like fill in the gaps of in between." Which was
that's pretty dope.
super dope, man.
Yeah.
I love the advancements of like music technology we've had through the years, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy cool to me. I love growth, especially like when it brings me more pleasure to my ears.
Mm.
But
Your
like
orgasms.
just your guys.
Oh, yeah.
Just the changes. I mean, back to the Prismizer thing from earlier. Like I said, it was really cool. The science behind the Prismizer is really cool. And people are like, "What do you mean? Like, how does it?" I'm like, I don't know how it works, but like you remember seeing in like the science textbooks the beam of light going into the prism and then coming out all the different colors. It's that, but for audio.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really cool to see.
One of the last concerts I went to, the guy, he was by himself. I have never seen him before. He was just opening act for one of the other bands I went to go see. And he was by himself, and he was using a looper pedal. So, like, he had a bass guitar on a stand. It was just up, and then he would, like, do a bass line and then loop it, and then he would go to the mic and do a beatbox.
Oh,
and
he
then
was
loop
building
that.
the beat.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But it was cool because at first he was doing that. I was like, oh, shit, that's pretty cool. And the only other guy that was with him was a saxophone player. So, like, that dude was on the sax, and he did the beat and the bass line, and then he had an acoustic guitar, and then he would sing. We're like, oh, shit, that's great. That's kind of tight. We're all getting into it and everything. And then he'd do the next song. Same exact bass line, same exact beatbox, but somehow he made it work to where like it was a different song. Like he played a different guitar
That's
and then he sang it. We're
wild.
like, what the fuck? And then it ended, and then he got back, reset it, same beatbox, same bass line. We're like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
That's rowdy.
And I
was
started
dope-
making fun of him. I was like, dude, what the fuck,
What
bro?
was super dope is like I guess my dad hasn't been to like a concert in a while, but like the presentation that Lorna Shore had, like they had visuals of like flames, like 2 sections of visuals. Like one was like a TV screen and then like a projector up above. So there's like crazy visuals, and my dad's like, "What the fuck? Like this is crazy." And he's looking back at me, and I'm like, "Yeah, like artists are doing this. Like
Yeah.
it
Full
makes
on
it makes
production.
it pop." Yeah. And he's just like, "Oh shit!" What I was tripping out about was like all their guitars were like Bluetooth connected to like the amps. So like the main guy, I don't know his name, the guitarist that pretty much wrote all the songs.
Yeah.
He would go from like the front of the stage and he'll leave and then he'll come back like up on top where the drummer is, like way in the back. So like everything was Bluetooth, no latency. Like
Yeah.
it was just dope to see.
I think that's
dude.
what they do pretty much exclusively now
Yeah.
for like the guitar players. Like they have like the little thing they wear on their pocket or whatever.
Yeah.
They can just go wherever they want. It's pretty cool.
The breath work of like these, these singers. I don't know how the fuck
It's
they do it without
crazy.
straining their throat.
They
or
gotta do some
anything
sort of
that.
like exercise.
Oh, they
to
have
do
yeah,
that
they have
stuff.
like they do like extensive training stuff. Like
Especially this dude.
when they don't like it was really common in like 10, 15 years ago or so, like when they really got into this and like more and more bands were popping up, people were just doing it and they were good at it, but they weren't like practicing it. They weren't doing like the exercises and stuff they needed to do, and like that's why their music career ended.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Like they were straining themselves so much doing the screams that they just ruined their voice boxes and
Do you
things.
think he has insurance on his throat?
I doubt it, but he.
But if
Probably
he has like a
should.
really
He
good like
probably
screaming and
should.
growls, you think he would, right?
Like
if
soccer
anything
players,
happens, yeah.
have their legs
their legs.
insured.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Be Real had to
That's
see a
wild.
singing coach
Yeah.
when he did his voice.
Mm-hmm.
But it was dope, man. You warned me about how tiny the singer was. I didn't know he was that small.
I told
What is he
He's a
like
small guy.
5'5" or
Dude,
something?
he's little, dude, and he's
He's-
scrawny too. So like,
He's like
all
5'7",
that
I think.
Oh.
deepness, I don't know where the fuck it came from, dude. It came from the gods, the metal gods.
Did it like
He-
shake your body when you were
It
growling?
was fucking
You feel it in your body?
dope, dude.
He rip roars, man.
It
I
was,
love it.
dude. My dad was pointing out, he's like, that's what made him famous when he did that breathing, when he like growl and then like he just sounded like a wild pig, like a wild
Yeah,
hog. I was
exactly,
like, holy
man.
shit.
Those pig squeals are off the charts.
What was crazy is like he came out and he looked like a SoundCloud rapper, like
Yeah.
buzz cut, hair long, pierced, like tatted up, skinny dude. And my dad was like, yeah, he's like a lot of these bands would get ridiculed because of like how deep and emotional like the music has been. But I was like, yeah, he looks like a SoundCloud rapper who's known for making like super deep emotional music. He's like,
Yeah.
huh. So it's like, I don't know, it's just weird seeing like the same style but yet different genres of music.
They fun tidbit I found out a few weeks ago. There's some game that was coming out, and they asked Will Ramos, the singer of Lorna Shore, to do some of the monster sounds for the game, and like it was showing clips of him like in the studio doing like the screeches and squeals of
That's
some of the
pretty
monsters.
cool.
I was like, that's wicked dope. Like
So if you ever end up playing that, you're like, damn, that's him.
as soon as it comes out, I need to go look and see what the game is. But as soon as it comes out, I'm getting this right now. I don't even have to be a game I want to play. I'm gonna play it, and every time I fight those monsters, it's the fucking Will.
Bro, I went to R&B, rap, hip hop, classic rock, heavy metal concerts before. Nobody tops metal concerts as far as like concert goers. They are the nicest people
Oh yeah.
you'll ever fucking meet.
So that does bring up another good topic. I'd forgotten about it until you brought that up. There was a situation. Some band was doing shows and their crowd was just being shitty.
Mhm.
Like people were getting trampled in the crowd. Like people were getting pushed over, and like most of the metal community came out and they were talking about it. And they were like, we don't do this. This isn't who we are. Da 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 da. And like this must be like new age people. These are like people
Mhm.
that aren't really a part of this community. Because like they talk about it and they're like if you're in the pit and somebody's like getting stomped
Somebody
on,
falls.
everybody
you gotta
clears-
help them
stop.
out.
yeah,
You have to
everybody
help 'em out.
everybody clears out. You help them up. Like there's not a big community of people like being like assaulted
Mhm.
in any kind of demeanor at like metal shows and stuff because
Mhm.
they're all there for the right reasons.
Mhm.
It's not just metal. Like was it Corey Taylor stopped a show one time because somebody like was in the pit and they were getting trampled and he was like,
Mhm.
stop the show,
Yeah.
you know. And
Yeah.
I love seeing stuff like that. But like I said, no, that community as a whole, like they're wonderful people. They get a bad rep because of how they look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not only that, but like the pit, it kind of looks crazy.
Oh,
It is crazy.
Dude, the peeling flesh pit. So like, he's all right, y'all go crazy. They went crazy. He's like, all right, spin that shit. And everybody, dude, it looked like a fucking hurricane,
Yeah.
bro. It looked
Or
wild.
they ever do the wall of death.
Mm-hmm.
So
See,
like
they didn't do
everyone's just
that.
like running like this straight to each other like that.
Like Lord of the
Holy
Rings.
Shit. Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
There was a dude standing next to me with glasses. He's like, wow, so that's what a mosh pit looks like. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I've never been to a concert like this. I've never seen it in real life.
Wow, that's what a mosh pit.
You know? I was like, dude, get in there. He's, nah, man, I'm scared. Like, bro, I'll hold your glasses. Like, you'll be all right. He's like, maybe. Ask me later. And I was like, dude, come on, man. It's your first time.
That's
It was pretty dope.
Rewinding a little bit back about how metalheads are nice. I've heard advice to teach your kids that if they ever get lost somewhere, to look for a metalhead, a punk, or a goth,
Mm-hmm.
and they can help them, or a grandma.
Yeah.
That those people will be nice.
Them grandmas.
they'll be nice and they'll help you.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I can definitely get behind that. Like, through my years, all the people I've met, through all the places that I've lived and traveled to, some of like the most like sweet and sincere people that I've ever been around are like emo kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, they, look like at any point in time they're ready to just walk away from the conversation. But like, if you're going through some shit, they're like, hey man, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And like they just sit and talk with you. I love that.
That's wild, man. What's sad is like, I think there was like a study that they did where it's like people get more attention if they yell fire rather than rape.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a legit thing.
It's sad, man.
It's crazy. I hate that that's the way the world is. It just, like, as a whole, that whole topic is just crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
seems
hope,
kind of.
I hope you know I missed the whole band playing to go get your shirt, by the way.
Which band?
Whoever opened up oh my God, Miguel's gonna fucking kill me. And my dad too. Something murder. Damn.
Murder.
Which is crazy because you have like Lorna Shore, you have Peeling Flesh, you have all these like murder, something murder, like all these band names.
Like gore.
And like after after they play, they're like, all right, have a good night, peace, love, everybody.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, peace, love, everybody. Have a good show. Get home safe.
I've still been like tism stemming over the Alex Terrible thing where he's just belting out like Russian grizzly bear. Like it's hard to understand. And then like the band is just like absolutely slamming the drums and the guitars. And then as soon as the music stops, he's just like, thank you.
Yeah. Dude, it's fucking funny, man.
I love that, man. I do.
Dude, I'm trying to remember who it was that opened up for Lorna Shore. It's gonna bother me.
The concert was like yesterday, dude.
Cause my fucking no, it wasn't.
I do want to say it again though. Thank you for getting me that shirt. It really does mean a lot to me. I've literally been thinking.
To be honest with you, you gotta thank my dad. I was in line. I was gonna pay for it, but he gave me his credit card because he wanted to get a shirt for Miguel.
Okay.
And I think for himself too. And then he's like, if you wait in line, like I'll get you for your boy. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, like go for it. So he went and go watch some shit.
Shout out dad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out dad.
Shout out dad. Norman. Name. Norman Osborne. No, I'm kidding. Norminator.
Norminator.
That's his.
There's no fucking way.
That's his Instagram. Norminator.
With
a date. I'll tag him in it. But
I do want to say it was really cool getting to hang out with him last week and stuff. I wish we had more time to like actually sit and talk with him.
Yeah. He'll be back. He's planning on moving down here anyways.
Hell yeah.
Good deal.
Can't wait.
Shout out to Miguel too. Miguel got me a Iron Maiden, or got my daughter an Iron Maiden shirt.
What? Oh yeah, that's cool.
It looks fucking sick.
Hell yeah. Metal shirts for kids are awesome.
Dude, I was trying to look for a Rage Against the Machine one. Because my daughter loves Rage Against the Machine. She likes Bulls on Parade.
Really?
That's
she
awesome.
fucking does, dude. Ever since she was like 6 months, dude, she was bobbing her head every time. Bulls on Parade. Dude, it's fucking sick. I have a video of it too.
That's awesome. Love to see it.
I love like when kids like connect with with parents and stuff on their music. Like it got so bad because I'm always listening to music. Like when I'm in the kitchen doing stuff, like I have the speaker playing in the kitchen and stuff.
Yeah.
And like Amanda started a playlist for Lil Man, of like songs that I listen to that he likes. And she was telling me, she's like, yeah, we'll get in the car to go somewhere. And he's like, can you put on the song that Mikey likes? You know, and she's like, what song? And he like does the best he can to like remember the words for it. But she at one point in time had a playlist started up for like different songs, and it's a pretty wide range. But I mean, my range of music is pretty wide. Like I don't typically get into too much of the heavy stuff or too much of like the rap and stuff like that, just because certain words and things like that. He's a bit influenced by the words he hears, right? He's a kid. But like a lot of like my country stuff, like my old school music, like the 70s and 80s stuff that I listen to, things like that.
Yeah.
He vibes with it pretty good. And then like I'll put on pretty regular, like when I go pick him up from the school and stuff, I'll put on like EDM stuff and the subs kicking, you know, we're both over there like jumping around in the truck.
Dude, you played hentai rhythm for him?
I have not done hentai rhythm. I
That
don't think I'm gonna.
would be nuts,
I don't think
bro.
I'm gonna.
CPS is knocking on the door right now.
But
The one song that my daughter likes that's kind of out of pocket is "Shimmy Shimmy Ya"
yeah,
from ODB. As soon as she hears the piano, do, 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 do. Shimmy Shimmy Ya, shimmy, ya, shimmy, ya. Give me the ooh baby, I like it roll,
I want to see. I might actually have that.
which is nuts.
It's funny whenever I'm playing my music in the car, you know, I have my daughter with me, and I'll listen to my music. It's nothing too crazy or whatever, but she's real camera shy. So whenever I try to record her, like she'll like be like she'll stop whatever she's doing. So I'll just have to like watch it with my eyes and just
Yeah.
remember with my head. But like I'll like be listening to a song and I'll kind of turn it up a little bit, and it's very so slightly I can hear her just like saying the words to this song. I'm like, all right, she vibes with this song, she likes it. But like I listen to certain songs like almost every day, so she hears it a lot, so she like knows the cues and everything for
Yeah.
that song. So I'm like, all right, she likes that song. That's cool.
What blows my mind, dude, is like my daughter doesn't know the jokes, but she knows timing of comedy. Like
Mhm.
something funny would happen in Toy Story, like in Toy Story 3. I don't know if y'all seen it. Remember how he saves Jessie? Like he throws her and then he gets smashed by the television,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then they pull him off, and then he like comes back alive, and they're in the dumpster, and he's like, "Was that me?" You know, like a
Yeah.
comedic, like, you know, little one liner, but she'll laugh. Looks back at me, and I'm like, how do you know time? Like, she knows comedy timing.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't, obviously, she doesn't know the joke. She doesn't know, like, they're in the dumpster in the trash. Or
Yeah.
maybe she does, but she doesn't know that's supposed to, she just knows that it's supposed to be a joke. Like,
Yeah.
insert joke. And it's just funny to see. The band that opened up was, okay, so it's Peeling Flesh, Shadow of Intent, and then Black Dahlia Murder.
Oh
Okay.
shit, yeah.
That's who opened up.
I
And
like
I couldn't fucking remember. But again, like all these bands with murder and, you know, peeling flesh. All right, guys, good night, everybody. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Peace, love, and happiness. Respect each other.
God bless.
God bless.
I've heard that one. God bless. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Good night.
It was dope, man. Super dope. Super, super dope.
Yeah,
Y'all
we're
got
definitely
any other topics?
we're definitely gonna have to go at some point in time to go see a show like together.
Dude, it's
sick.
yeah. I was hoping Mushroom Head was touring over here. They are, but they're not coming to Texas.
Bro, put
I
on
was
the
like,
mask again. See if they remember you.
dude, I would, bro. I would totally.
It'd be the wildest thing. Like they're
Would.
mid show and they just stop. Oh, it's that kid from 20 years ago. Get up here.
See, I know the band, but I don't know too much about them.
I
Like,
don't know.
is it all the same members?
I don't think so. I think the singers, one of the singers not the same, and one of the guitarists, they're different. I think
Mhm.
I want to say they are from the original that I seen.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's what sucks about it.
that's crazy.
And then yeah, like they got derailed a little bit because of like the whole Slipknot shit. They had
Mhm.
beef with Slipknot, and Slipknot got the major deal. They
Yeah.
took off with that one fucking song that was just, you know,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I prefer them though. That show's fucking crazy. Cool.
What is it? Slipknot's a couple of the kids from Slipknot's like bandmates. They started a band and it starts with a V. I can't think of the name of it, but I have one of their songs saved somewhere. But they started a band up and they're a lot like Slipknot.
Yeah. Similar sound.
Yeah, similar sound. I always thought that was kind of crazy.
Mm.
Bro, again.
Oh, Vended is what the band is.
Vended?
Vended.
Look them up.
It was pretty cool. Like I didn't really dive off the deep end of it. I'm not a huge Slipknot fan by any means. They were like kind of what opened me up into like some of the music tastes that I have now. Led me to like Lorna Shore and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I was never like a huge Slipknot fan. Like Duality and Psychosocial. That's probably like the two I could name off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just really cool to see, you know, kind of the same conversation we were having, like our kids being into our music and music taste and stuff. Like seeing them start a band and following in their parents' footsteps and stuff. I thought that was really neat.
What was cool about Lorna Shore is like, my dad told me, he's giving me insight as far as like the guitarist, right? Like he's like, all right, he's the writer. He, you know, wrote everything from like everyone else, the lyrics and this and that. Like he's, you know, the engineer basically. After seeing that, you could kind of see his mannerisms, which was cool because he was still humble about it all. Like there'd be certain moments of the show where he's looking at the crowd and he's like smiling, like, yeah, like
he's like, yeah, I
like,
fucking did that.
Not only that, but like, yeah, like he's just living in the moment, which was so fucking dope. And I kept pointing it out to my dad, and my dad's like, oh shit, like, yeah, maybe like he would just walk around and look around and he would just crack a smile. Like he's just soaking it all in, which has to be the best feeling of like creating something and watching people vibe to it and gravitate to it, which was just awesome to see.
One thing that's really cool that I think about live music is, you know, you hear the studio version on Spotify or like CD or whatever, but then you go to the show expecting to hear that, but then they like have this random ass guitar solo in the middle of it or something, or like how they interact with the crowd. I'm like, oh, dude, this is
tweak it
awesome.
A little bit, or they have like a little soft intro to like the song, you know, and then they start playing like little bits of the song, you know. You're like, oh shit, it's coming up next, and then
they do like the song. What is it called, a mashup or whatever?
Yeah,
dude.
One of the other things I should have brought it up earlier because I didn't think about it at the time, but you know, talking about difference versus live and recorded. There's bands that'll go like pre-show, they'll go like chat with random fans like, hey, how do you want us to open up the pit today, right? And it's like, I don't know. And then like it'll cut to them like on stage like playing the song, and he goes, I don't know. And then everybody just like starts like
they drop the
breakdown. It's like God damn it, like
that's funny, dude.
There was one time I can't remember what band it was, but they were doing one of their songs. And I was like, man, it's starting to sound different right now. And then they like somehow like very smoothly shifted into No Woman, No Cry about Marley. And I was like, dude, this is that was fucking awesome, dude. I was like, holy shit. Everyone went crazy. And it was awesome.
I'll say another good like little fun tidbit for me was some of the songs from I Prevail. They're written from different people in the band.
Yeah.
And the reason why I ended up finding one of their songs was because I saw a tidbit where they were talking about how the story of this song was actually done like by maybe the guitarist or something. Like he wrote the story based off of like a personal experience, and like they were like, "Yeah, looks good, let's do it." You know what I mean? I love that. Like it's not just like some dude it's not a ghostwriter. You know what I mean? Like it's not somebody just like writing a story for a song so it's a good song. It's like
actual
real stories. Yeah.
That's another thing cool too. Like, you know, I play guitar, not good at by any means, but like, you know, whenever you're playing and you're playing with some friends, you're like, and you start just messing around and you're like, oh man, that sounds good. Hold on, let me like add this to it. Like, holy shit, this is turning into a song. You get like really excited.
Yeah.
It's a cool feeling.
Dude, my dad was fanning out with like some of the guitarists from that concert, which is cool because like I don't understand, but like I'm sure like he does, you know, for playing guitar for so long. Like he liked I remember he took me to Eric Gale's, which is like this black dude. He's kind of like Jimi Hendrix, but he would play right-handed on a left-handed guitar.
I've always wanted to do that.
Or vice versa. One of those. Like that's what made him kind of known.
Yeah.
And then even at that, like he had a band, but he was like the star of the show.
I think that's the dude that plays left-handed on the right-handed guitar.
Is it really?
I think so because I think the story was he was left-handed, so he learned how to play on a right-handed guitar or whatever.
Yeah, so that's what Jimi Hendrix did, but backwards. He plays left-handed, but he used a right-hand guitar.
Oh shit!
But
but it's just dope seeing that. Nerding.
I've always wanted to do that though. Like not get a left-hand guitar and play it backwards, but just buy it the neck so it's upside down and just put it on a right-hand guitar.
This
I always thought it looked cool, but I never did it. I just wanted
Hell
to do it.
no! That man, look at this guy.
Man, you know, that's the thing for me. Is like I've always loved music. I wanted to be good at music, and I did like I played like some instruments when I was in school and stuff. Like I played the trombone and the baritone.
What? Me too.
Yeah.
High five.
Oh yeah.
Trombone.
Over there, sliding that thing out.
Trombones.
Dude,
The trombones right here.
I played the trombone and the baritone. It took some getting used to. I actually passed up the opportunity to play percussion in band.
That's funny because that's the only reason why I played trombone, because everyone wanted to play percussion.
So, well, that was, same. I mean, everybody wanted to do percussion. But with my flimsy wrist that I have, I make a really good. I make really good for like the repetitious hits on a drum. And like the teacher told me that he was like you'd be perfect for this spot. My homeboy, one of my close friends at the time, was like, dude, if I don't get percussion, I'm quitting band. Okay, well, when it came down to it, one person got picked, and then it was going to be me for the other percussion spot. And I was like, no, I'll pass. Like, let me do something else, right? So my friend would stay in, and then he quit anyway.
Oh, man.
I was so mad, dude.
What a hoe.
Just imagine how different I would be if I'd been a drummer.
Dude, you'd be a stud.
Yeah, right? But,
This guy, you look like a drummer.
hey.
You dress like a drummer.
You just
Yeah,
wear a
it's 'cause this
bandana
is-
over your head
Oh my
Dude.
God, a colorful one.
with your cut-off sleeves.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
No, the glasses is fucking.
No,
That's a
I would
wrap.
100% do the goggles like the NBA players.
The spec Rex?
Yeah.
Or the Rex specs?
Dude, Shay has those.
The full
I ain't gonna
goggles,
lie,
like,
dude.
you're out of
And
it.
dude, Shay has those, and they would fog up all the
Yeah.
fucking time, dude. But he would ball out, man.
Dude, that's,
Dude.
that's
Like,
not shop
fuck
shades, man.
it.
I love those shop shades to death. I really do.
Shout
They're
out
super
Shop
comfortable.
Shades.
Shout out
Sponsor.
Shop Shades. They're super comfortable. Thanks, John Malecki, for giving me that idea. Those things are super comfortable. They're super light. I love them. The only problem I have, and it's not at work, it's at the gym. For whatever
Dude.
reason, I can run around all day long at work and they never have an issue. But as soon as we get in the gym, like I'm pulling a first dead. We're not even like into intensive yet. Pull that first dead, immediately just glazed over. I'm like, all right, well, I'll just sit here and stare at emptiness, I guess. Like,
It's true because I'll like look over at him.
You need those,
It's-
you need those windshield wipers.
it'll be like, it won't even be both of them. Sometimes it'll just be the one. Like, I remember we were doing like curls or something and I looked over at him and he looked at me and I could see him out of my left eye, but not the right eye. And he was like, what happened? I don't know, man. It just,
You don't
My
have
balls
those,
is
you don't have-
hot.
You don't have those anti-fog?
I started wiping them down more
I
regularly.
was about to
with
say
those,
you
but-
should wipe them down before, like you know you're gonna get to it.
Well, like I started putting these back on when I go to the gym and stuff. The only problem I have
okay.
is these because of the way the frames are and stuff, they start to expand out through time.
Yeah.
And then like once I start to get sweaty and stuff, like they're high potential to fall off. So like doing deads and stuff, I have to be careful. I can tell you how many times I've gotten like the perfect stance and setup for a deadlift, and then I have to like, oh no, hold on, and like push my glasses back up before I can. Like I look up at the
Son of a
mirror and they're like
gun.
hanging down off my nose.
Damn it.
Y'all got any
But-
other topics?
No, I think that's it as far as like the normal pod.
Damn
Yep.
it. That's it.
That's all she wrote for this one?
I guess so.
Yes, sir.
Guys, thank you for listening. And there's something I want to say that we should have probably have been doing, but if you're not already, please like, follow, subscribe to all of our socials, which is only Instagram at this point, I think. But follow us also on YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah.
PPE Project. That would be greatly appreciated. Get those numbers up, and so we can reach
Send
more
every
people.
episode. All right, fellas.
Thank you.
When you
And
get ready
we'll
for
see y'all
Patreon.
next week.
Yes, sir.
Bye, everybody.
Appreciate it. Later.